text went through. J. Cole said his memes and mills, but I'm the...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end you doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
You'd love to see the biggest jump of a young quarterback's career, Mike, being between year 1 and year 2. You think about what these young quarterbacks go through entering their rookie year. They have the entire pre-draft process, then the idea of being drafted and going to a new organization and learning what it means to play quarterback in the NFL. Well, in year 2, everything's not new. Everything's not a first experience. It allows them to just take a deep breath, play, develop, rely on what got you here. We see so many quarterbacks in year 2 really have their breakout campaigns and show, frankly, why they were the starter to begin with in their rookie year. Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He's got his man, Carter. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's to the former Charger, Gerald Everett. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. Trayvon Walker, the former 1st overall pick, in there for the sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. That's a short throw caught by Komet.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
I always love going down to the field in pregame, Mike, and just seeing how certain guys approach their pregame warm-ups and their routine leading up to kickoff. And I really liked what I saw out of him. He had a really interesting level of focus. He had all of his wide receivers around. He was getting them all involved, throwing the ball, getting on the same page, timing, rhythm in the passing game. They're hoping all these extra reps, not only leading up to this week in practice, but here on game day, if they can carry that over after the game starts, they're expecting to have a lot of success here, especially early.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now, faking the give. He'll go right back to Kirk again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He'll look to throw. He's got that to the rookie first-round pick, Brian Thomas. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Nice play here by Thomas, and I think the biggest thing that he does, Mike, is his ability to get vertical, track the ball, and then go up and compete at the highest point. And I can tell you, when quarterbacks can throw that ball anywhere on the field and just feel like their guy is going to come down with it, they don't have to be necessarily as accurate. They don't have to necessarily always be perfect. The wide receiver allows a much larger margin for error, and it's a big reason why he led college football last year in touchdowns. We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game, where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Gabe Davis, the intended receiver, and it's going to be fourth down.
There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I can promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bears offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Another run here. Another run by Swift. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Chicago.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. That's complete. It's Odunze. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. All even on the scoreboard. We're back to Soldier Field after this. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
That is such a critical area on the field, Mike, between the hash marks and the numbers. Everyone wants to control the middle of the field. Every offense is targeting it. So what does the defense do? They really pack it. So for a quarterback to be able to put this ball out on the perimeter, it just really stresses these defenses, especially in their coverages.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. They will run it over center with Swift. He'll push forward for about a yard. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, there to make the stop. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll go underneath to Komet on the screen.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, it felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
3rd and long. Back to throw. To the sideline. He's got more.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears will take a 6-3 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jaguars offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Etienne. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 4th down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. The Bears have Velus Jones deep to return. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bears offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in second and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
On second down, it's a run with Swift. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. First and 10. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. This one is caught by Kirk. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. You can't fault the quarterback on this one. Like, he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Back to the air once more on second down. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. And he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he's going to have a Jags first down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
They'll run it here with Etienne. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. This one caught at the 4. Nice run here on 2nd down inside the 5 with more options now available for 3rd and goal. This is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Velus Jones now on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Bears offense going to get it one final time in this 1st half. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Give up the middle with Swift. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Cairo Santos to add the point after. It's up and good. And the Bears will go up by 7. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. Here comes a return from the goal line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we hit halftime along the lakefront here in Chicago, and the Bears are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. To the air now on 1st and 10. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Jones now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bears offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9. Looking middle and complete with Allen. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
On first down, it's Swift. Finding room across midfield. The speed on display. He's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bears will go up by 7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held them just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Davis going in motion. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. This one hauled in by Thomas. And he will go all the way. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Swift gets it from the pistol. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Swift. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Throw on the run is complete. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Nice 1st down catch there by Cole Kmet. And, Mike, I've had a chance to spend some time with him in Nashville these last couple summers and at our TEU event that I run with George Kittle and Travis Kelce. And for a big body, for a guy who's just a large guy, he can really bend, he can run, he can get in and out of his break, and I think that's a big reason why as he's continued to develop, he's a very good run blocker, but he's really become that dynamic weapon they thought he would be coming out of Notre Dame just a few years ago. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard now?
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Bears. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the 2nd half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this 2nd half started. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will go up by 7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Duvernay on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jags offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's the former Bill, Gabe Davis. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Run the toss here to Etienne. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. A tight end in motion now. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? And this is 3rd and short. Just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run. It's Etienne. What a move! He's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense and DeAndre Swift set to get going again. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. A couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. It's 2nd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Bears 1st down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And if he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive, he's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Now, faking the give. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here to Swift.
Complete to DeAndre Swift. An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The Bears sending out their punt team. Important punt here in this tie game late. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's 1st and 10. He'll run. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Looking free downfield. It's Kirk. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He'll drop to throw. This pass is caught by Thomas. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. Fourth quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
Back to the air one more time. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Now, 2nd and 4. Etienne. And he'll bring this inside the 15, and that's good enough for the first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Now, Etienne. And he won't get much. Taken down at about the 12. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Etienne. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. They'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. They'll stick to the ground. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So, pressure kick coming, and here's Cam Little. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Odunze. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. Here's 2nd down. Looking middle and complete with Allen.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll go. It's Swift. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a 4th down stop to all but end this game.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Chicago.